back to another coffee chat with Tiaan Herselman, head of Old Mutual Wealth Proposition, where today the focus shifts from investment expertise and capabilities to advice and the role that Fintech is playing in the advice space and how it is changing advisors' conversations with their clients. Tiaan, good to have you here again. You started life in the advice space and still are the champion of advice within the wealth space. What role has Fintech played in the advice industry?
If you look at the last decade specifically, not even looking at AI, just all the enhancements we've seen and how much time it takes to prepare for review meetings, how we can simplify the conversation with the clients, and how you can actually have trade-off conversations, I think Fintech has actually not just simplified compliance, but actually really started adding value in the way that we can have conversations with clients by using tech. And in our world, we have various financial planning tools, not just at Old Mutual Wealth, but as part of the bigger group. And the one tool we are extremely excited about is the Wealth Integrator. But the one thing we've seen is we've looked at all the 50,000 clients that we've taken through this wonderful process of lifestyle financial planning where we can have real-time trade-offs in the Wealth Integrator. What we saw, Dave, was that 90% of these conversations were all about retirement planning. Now, which would make sense because we are an investment business. And we went to our IFAs because we're always looking to improve. We're always looking to push the envelope with Fintech, taking advantage of some of these technological advancements such as AI and advanced algorithms. And we asked our IFAs, why aren't you using our financial planning tools to help millennials coming into money, newer generations have wealth transfer conversations or conversations around leaving a legacy, death and disability planning, the what-if scenarios. And they were very truth and very honest with us. They said, well, we find your death and disability planning a little bit too complicated. And we took it back to the team. So Ahmalia, who's the owner of the Wealth Integrator, and our team of developers and our actuarial resource, Rob, we went back to them. We said, guys, this is the conundrum. These two parts of planning, vital parts, are just too complicated. And they went back. They did a lot of number crunching planning. They wrote on these big IT visual boards, and they came up with a plan. They said, we can simplify the cash flow planning for death and disability by using algorithms. This blew me away, and I said, what do you mean? But now for the first time in the Wealth Integrator, you can still do all your normal trade-offs when you're doing death planning and disability planning. So increase the life cover, reduce the life cover, maybe commute more upon death, increase the expenses you want to provide for if you were to pass away, pay off the debt, don't pay off the debt, maybe sell some assets. But now when you get to the point where you've done most of the trade-offs, for the first time we have a shortfall section for death and disability, whereby now you can tell the model how long, as example for death, do you want to protect this particular lifestyle. Maybe it's 50,000 Rand a month, 60,000 Rand a month, maybe it's sending kids, providing for their education, and then the model will actually, within a couple of seconds, calculate what the shortfall amount is, and we do that with an algorithm in the background that runs multiple cash flow scenarios, because the Wealth Integrator is basically a cash flow model on steroids.
Now, this is all in real time, in front of the client.
With the client. So you are having a conversation, a coffee chat like you and I, and you're sitting there, and right at the click of a button, it calculates the shortfall, and you could even tell the algorithm, I want this life cover, as an example, to go to the spouse, not the estate. That reduces your estate duty. It redoes the calculation in real time, runs a whole bunch of cash flows in the back end to tell you what's the exact amount of life cover you should implement to get the plan upon your unfortunate passing, sustaining that lifestyle for 20 years, 30 years, or 40 years. And it's really taken down the time, the amount of time you need to prep for meetings, and also enhance the conversation in real time with clients, which again creates more efficiency, simplifies reviews, but actually answers the question for clients, am I adequately protected in the event of my passing or if I were to become disabled?
So advice tools are not only taking into account the investment part of a client's portfolio, but also ensuring that the income generating individual of that portfolio is there to make up the shortfall should anything happen in death and disability.
Yeah, so basically what it means now, whether your clients are accumulating wealth and there's still a shortfall if they were to pass away or become disabled, or whether or not your clients are in retirement or close to retirement, they've got sufficient assets, we can do what-if scenarios for retirement, or as we refer to it as financial independence planning, for death and for disability, and we can simplify that even further with the Wealth Integrator right now due to the advancements in technology and by using these more advanced algorithms to our benefit.
And I believe your Wealth Integrator got an award recently as well.
Yes, there was a great survey done last year by Linktank that looked at all the financial planning tools in the market. And we were very happy to say that we were one of the highest rated tools. We got 4 out of 5 stars from financial planners that use the tool, which we don't do it just for that, but it's good to know that the enhancements, the things the teams are working on, the feedback we're getting from the IFAs, and the enhancements we take to market are actually still adding value in the practices of our financial planners, but most importantly for the end clients, having that trade-off conversation with the financial planner.
Well, it's so good to see that Old Mutual Wealth's bedrock is, excuse the pun, still anchored very much within the advice space. Thanks, Tiaan. Join us again for another Wealth Debrief Exchange.